Welcome to the Corner Table, where we sit down with a celebrity in one of their favorite places to eat. Today we're in Manhattan on 1st Avenue around 5th Street in the colorful area known as the East Village. It's a dynamic part of town, not frequented by tourists and driven by an edgy youth culture set against a backdrop that evokes memories of earlier times. And as with all evolving neighborhoods of a city, the food reflects the blend of old and new. Our guest today lives around here, and she's been described as edgy, sarcastic, and cynical for her work in films, TV, and comedy. She's comedian-actress Janeane Garofalo, who soared from doing stand-up comedy that spoke to women in the under 30 generation.
But let me ask you this, though, first and foremost. Who's your favorite Spice Girl? Mine is Sporty Spice, and I'll tell you why. You know what? She might not be as aesthetically pleasant as the rest, but she'll do a backflip and steal your heart.
To starring roles in films like The Truth About Cats and Dogs with Uma Thurman, Copland with Sylvester Stallone, and Reality Bites with Ben Stiller. Janeane Garofalo's restaurant pick is First on 1st Avenue between 5th and 6th, which stays open from 6 p.m. until the wee small hours, serving seasonal American food. Well, right now it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the restaurant is just setting up to open a couple of hours. It's the closed-door atmosphere requested by our guest, who says she's just famous enough to be annoyed by it. Janeane Garofalo. Janeane Garofalo, welcome to the Corner Table.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Accepting our invitation. And before we go any further, we're at a bar. How about a drink?
I would love one.
Can I ply you with alcohol?
I don't know if she's going to know how to make this.
What do you want?
A bottled water.
Bottled water? Not Eau de Giuliani?
No, it's regional bottled water. Flat. Oh, she does know. Flat.
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 I'd like. They have these things here called tiny teenies. They're miniature martinis. I'm going to have a Martha Stewart martini.
Okay.
Because I read on the menu they have one. I've, of course, never had it before.
And what does that have to do with a tiny size?
Well, it comes in a little size, as you'll soon see. To help
so it's like White Castle burgers. You can have a bunch of them.
You can have a bunch of them. That's your glass. So
That's
you're just
mine.
taking play.
Yeah.
I can't ply you.
Thank you.
I can't ply you with some alcohol, wine.
No, ordinarily I would, but it's a tad early.
Early?
For my taste.
What time do you usually like to start?
I try and wait till the sun goes down, or else I feel very melancholy about my drinking. Like I do. Psychologically, I need to wait till the same.
You want the cocktail hour. It's a
I gotta
classic
wait
thing.
till it's dark, or else I feel like the whole day's a wash. You
Right.
know, it's a bust.
Well, what do you like in a bar?
Okay, darkness.
Darkness?
Darkness is very important to me. Music is great. Like my favorite music in the city at a bar is 7B. It's a bar on 7th and B.
Right.
Like they just have. It seems like somebody asked me before they programmed the jukebox.
You're
Yeah,
coming
they just said well, for example, they have like Full Pavement, all the Pavement CDs. They got all the Fugazi CDs. They have Betty Serveert CDs on there. They have Sonic Youth, just all kinds of things that I enjoy while
that
drinking.
that you would listen to at home?
That I would listen to at home, exactly.
Now, just famous enough to be annoyed by it. What happens that annoys you?
Well, you probably should be more clear to your audience. Well,
let's get clear.
Meaning, what he means is I have said to him that I'm just famous enough to be annoyed by it.
By the fame.
By the fame. So it's not really fame. It's just like some people vaguely recognize me, but it's enough to be annoying. Like, as I told you earlier today, a bunch of girls, as I was walking my dog, "Hey, Daria! Daria, you suck!" That's what they said.
And your reaction to this, Daria, is?
It's just well, in my inner monologue is quite vicious, but my outer demeanor is I just wave.
I want to hear the inner part.
No, I think decorum prohibits
even cable casting does?
Oh, can I? Is it cable?
We're on cable, but
I can say whatever I want?
Hey, it's cable.
I just, all right, then they were
Wait,
so
let us start again.
obnoxious.
Hey, Daria,
you suck. And I was like, your life sucks. You suck. You know, and I was like, who the are you? You know, that's what do you do all day?
That's
you know?
going on in your head, but on the outside, while that's going on in your head, what do you say to them?
Oh, that's so my inner is quite unpleasant. My outer, just literally just a raise of the hand and or a salute or
Hey, baby, what's happening?
just nothing. Just
All right, I want
nothing.
to
Okay, time for my Martha Stewart martini, which is Sky vodka, Goldschlager, a dash of bitters served with a sugar-coated rim, and cherry.
It's a tiny one because then you pour it like this, right? This is a great
So
idea.
you actually have a couple. You know what I mean? You get a couple.
But see, look,
That's really good.
keeps it cold.
That's really good.
I can't tempt you with half of this.
No, I don't like martinis.
Oh, yeah, I don't drink a lot of martinis myself.
But I bet you that's a good one.
Let's see. Martha, you would love this.
Especially with the sugar.
It is good. What do you think about, you smoke cigarettes, what do you think about cigar smoking? It has been a craze, like in the last 2 or 3 years. You smoke cigars
I
yourself?
don't smoke cigars. I actually do not like cigar smoking, and I'll tell you why. It's kind of in the type of person that tends to be a cigar smoker is actually what bothers me more than the actual cigar
I mean,
smoking.
suspenders and stuff?
Just kind of like,
Beef eating?
It's a frat guy thing. It's like an agent smokes cigars, or the type of actor that smokes cigar, like a Bruce Willis type actor smoked a cigar, and his
Wait,
wife.
stop.
you know,
Bruce Willis type
of
actor
actor.
smokes cigars. What do you mean by that?
Just like the type of actor that is just so. Everything that signifies the largesse of Hollywood, like just like singing at the opening of Planet Hollywood, Thailand, or something. You know what I mean? Like they go like that. You know, as if people want to hear Bruce Willis, and what are they, the Regulators or the Revelators or the whatever the heck his band
I don't know
is.
what they are. I haven't heard.
But you know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and various and sundry Republicans smoke a lot of cigars, or guys who work on Wall Street who, when they get drunk, put their tie around their head, like that kind of guy.
That's what you
smokes cigars.
associate
Yeah,
with
like
cigars.
that. It's very. It speaks volumes about a person smoking a cigar, and it's usually not a very good thing. It's usually a very predictable, kind of unpleasant personality type that is attracted to cigar smoking in cigar bars.
Well, that's a very interesting observation. I want you to know, I'm the last man in America who doesn't smoke cigars.
You don't smoke cigars?
I have never smoked a cigar in my life.
I actually thought you might be a wild card in there, just because
No,
you're kind of,
I'm
you
not.
wear your hair high and tight,
I'm
you're
not
kind
a
of
cigar
gung-ho
smoker.
about everything.
At all. I'll tell you what. I haven't been able to ply you with a drink. Let us.
You are pushing the alcohol. What do you think, you're going to get lucky later?
Yeah, well, listen, you know, they pay me to do this, Janine. I get paid to drink and eat on television with people, and but I mean, I'm sure that you've had some experience with guys trying to ply you with booze at a bar in your life.
Actually, not really, no.
Oh, really?
No, I believe it or not, I'm not really like a big old head turner when I come into a bar. There's not a lot of people that try to buy me drinks at bars in my 33 years of bar experience.
And bar experience.
Yeah.
Well, what I was going to say, before I attempted one more time to foist booze on you,
To
is,
get me drunk.
let's go sit down.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do it. I'm bringing my water with
You
me.
taking your water?
Yes.
All right.
And I've got that miniature martini, and when we return...
Welcome back to the Corner Table with Janine Garofalo here at First down in the East Village in Manhattan. We have 3 dishes in front of us: a goat cheese cake with endive, buffalo wings, and plenty of them. And this is a mushroom bread pudding. Would you like to try anything? I'm going to try the mushroom bread pudding.
Okay.
And I've got a couple questions about some of the accolades that actually have been heaped upon you in your young life.
Uh-huh.
One, you have worship sites on the World Wide Web where you are worshipped by your
It's for my
fans.
table manners, mostly. I am known far and wide for such good table manners.
That's okay, Janine.
Yes, I've heard I had a couple websites.
Have you-
I think everybody does.
Have you
though.
checked them out, though? I mean, these...
No, I don't have a computer. I'm not online. I'm computer illiterate.
You were voted by a cable network the funniest person in Rhode Island.
Right.
That must have been a great
Wow,
accomplishment.
that was a real honor.
When did that-
1985.
When did... 1985? And what were you
Yeah.
doing then?
I was in college and doing stand-up. And I got funniest person in Rhode Island, which is a testament to the lack of talent in Rhode Island, not an indication of my talent.
But you know, to get up and project yourself onto a stage and do stand-up takes a certain amount of guts, let's face it. What was driving you to do that? Did you...
Just a love of stand-up comedy. I just wanted to be a stand-up comic for a career.
Janine Garofalo!
And Janine Garofalo's stand-up comedy career has led to some choice movie parts with superstars like Uma Thurman and Sylvester Stallone.
It's great working on a movie that's a big movie. I liked Copland because it was a big movie, quote unquote, but it wasn't like there wasn't a special effect of a tornado.
No special.
You
You don't
know?
like those special effects. Huh?
No, I don't like special effects movies.
What was it like, you know, really working directly with Stallone as an actor?
I liked him very much.
Looking him in the eyes as an actor.
It's fine with me, but you know, because I'm not that committed of an actor myself. Of course, my thing is, oh gosh, look at Sylvester Stallone. Like, and the scenes I had with Harvey Keitel, I would giggle in between each take because it's Harvey Keitel, and I'm not the type of actor that's like, I am the character. You know, I'm still me feeling like a jerk in a cop uniform. You know what I mean? Like that's how I do it. Like I'm like, oh, I'm such a fake cop.
Why am I wearing this uniform?
My ass looks so fat in these cop pants, and like that's basically what I do. So to me, I'm like, I'm talking to Stallone and Harvey Keitel. I don't distance myself at all.
And how about with Uma, working in The Truth About Cats and Dogs? I read someplace that you were actually kind of nervous about working with her because she's
it's very
so
nerve-wracking.
well-trained.
It's nerve-wracking. No, it's not anything to do with her being well-trained. It has everything to do with her being very, very famous. And it's intimidating. It's actually not always a pleasure to work with very famous people because it's a whole different world. Like, you know, like in Cats and Dogs, I got along very well with Ben Chaplin, who was unknown, and I was unknown. And so there's a camaraderie there because, unfortunately, what happens to people like Uma is they get surrounded by an entourage or something, or not her fault. She's a very nice person.
She seems like a
very nice person.
Lovely person.
But they get swept away by their fame, and then it's very hard to have a natural friendship on the set because their life is very different.
In The Truth About Cats and Dogs with Uma Thurman, Janine has a wild climactic scene being pulled down the street on roller skates by a huge dog.
How did you do that scene where the dog was pulling you down the street when you were wearing roller skates? You got a big dog.
Right, it was awful. It was scary.
How did you do that?
Literally had a big dog pulling me across the street.
No special effects?
No special effects. I fell down constantly. I would hit the curb. I got hurt a couple of times. They even had to hire somebody to crack my back afterwards because I hurt my back. So yeah, it was great. I also am no good on skates, so that was the worst thing. Had I been more proficient on rollerblades, it might have been okay. They had a safety stunt guy out of shot who was near me who would have caught me. But that dog, like, took off. I mean, it was terrible. Being pulled down one curb and then
coming
stepping up to the next one really fast. It was awful.
It's an interesting way to be delivered to the guy. You end up with a guy in that movie.
No, that was twofold horror. First of all, literally horrifying, and then figuratively, just the dumbest ending of a movie. So to literally risk getting hurt for the stupidest ending of a movie that's ever happened, like anyone would ever get on the roller, put these on. It was written, put these on the thing.
Right.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I can put on roller skates and let the dog pull me across the street. That's what I'm talking about.
And then get the guy.
And then get the guy. Yeah. Like I'm gonna get back with a guy who had actually called me ugly in the film. Because remember he said, "What are you, a comedy team?
Oh,
She's beautiful and dumb, and you're smart." And he stops himself. Right there, I would have said, "Get the out of here." You know what I mean? Like I'd have never been with that guy. But that's what I'm talking about. What you asked me, compromise. This is a lot of compromises.
I think I got the point. Listen, I bought you a gift. We're going to take a break, but I did buy this at one of the places. This is
a tequila lollipop.
I bought you a tequila lollipop
with a worm
inside for
Thank you.
All the pleasure of margarita. You don't have to worry about ordering salt or no salt. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.